a man who contributes 4% of the Indian GDP, the man who made the company's value more than 40 times in 21 years, expanding Tata into more than 100 countries and 100 companies, Ratan Tata. But before I start, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and hit the bell icon. He was born on 28 December 1937 to Naval Tata and Suni Tata at the age of 10. His parents got divorced and he was raised near his grandmother, Naval Tata. Ratan Tata grew up in Cornell University, College of Architecture, and Harvard Business School through the Advanced Management program that he completed in 1975. When he came back to India, he started working on the shop floor of Tata Steels. He worked, ate and slept in the same way the workers did. In 1991, suddenly he was made the successor of Jaguar Tata as the CEO of the company. He actually faced a stiff resistance from many company heads who had spent decades in the company, but nobody could stop him due to his shares in the Tata Group. He eventually became very powerful and influential, not just by the shares, but also the leisure given by Jaguar Tata. And actually, he began replacing the unhappy members by setting a retirement age. He started to divide companies. He made individual companies report to the group office and made each contribute some amount of their profit to build and use Tata Group brand. This made administration easy and given freedom to the employees. He made an Indian centralized company globalize. He took the Tata's mainstream business from hardware to software and the new age revolution businesses. He started the first Indian SUV in 1998 with Indica. At first, Indica didn't do that well, but after a bit of modification, it was a huge and massive success. The credit goes to Ford, and I think I don't need to tell it. He took TCS to the next level. He made some bold acquisitions like getting Tetley to Tata Tea, JLR or Jaguar Land Rover to Tata Motors and Corus to Tata Steel. Now TCS is so huge and massive that its market cap is bigger than the market cap of whole Pakistan Stock Exchange. And here comes Nano. There is a small story behind it. Let me tell you. Ratan Tata was going in a car. He saw a whole family going in a single scooter. Ratan Tata feared that they would fall down, and the same happened. He got a thought of making a car at the same price of a good bike, and he actually made it. It was called as Nano. But there was a problem, not with the car, but with Indian psychology. People started thinking that the people buying nano cars are from low class and can't afford bigger cars than that. It made walls between people, and slowly Indians got to feel that Nano is a low level car, and hence it failed. Ratan Tata resigned his executive powers in the Tata Group on 28 December 2012 upon turning 75 and appointing Corus as his successor, who is actually a long way relative of Ratan Tata and 18.5% shareholder in the Tata Group. But again, he had to take charge as interim chairman in 2016 after Corus was suddenly removed from his post due to internal politic issues. And on 12th Jan 2012, Natarajan Chandrasekharan was made the next chairman. Ratan Tata never backs at investing, especially in future products. He made investments in Snapdeal, T-Box, Nestaway, Cashkaro, Ola Cabs, Dogspot, etc. He also invested in Chinese smartphone startup Xiaomi. And here comes the most interesting part. He partnered with American Express and invested in the Bitcoin venture, Abra. It started its donations by giving millions of dollars to education and universities, like $40 million to University of California, $28 million to Cornell University, $50 million to Harvard, $35 million to Mellon, $950 million to IIT Bombay. There are several trusts under Tata Group, like Tata Trust, Sir Durajee Tata Trust, Sir Ratan Tata Trust, etc. And these trusts own 2/3 of the stock holdings of Tata Sons. Ratan Tata got Padma Bhushan in 2000 and Padma Vibhushan in 2008. Ratan Tata also told that he had come close to marriage 4 times but backed off each time due to some or other reason. He also told that he fell in love with a girl in Los Angeles, but at the same time his grandmother was ill and had to come back to India. However, he later went to visit his flame, believing that the person he wanted to marry would come to India with him. And literally for the war between India and China in 1962. Her parents weren't okay with her moving to India, and the relationship fell apart. But Ratan Tata told that he had no regrets after that.